Hello, my name is Casey DeAtley, and I will be your instructor for this course. Before we get started, I thought I would share just a little bit of my background with you. So I am a native of Northern California. I grew up in the small town of MacArthur, which is a farming and ranching community, but it's very small. There were only 500 people in the whole town of MacArthur. And so I spent lots of time during my childhood working on and for my cousins and aunts and uncles who all owned and operated farms and ranches. So my sister and I spent a lot of our childhood on horseback helping move cows and process cows for my uncle. And in addition to that, we were also really heavily involved in sports like high school rodeo, softball, and volleyball, and in addition to the 4-H and the FFA programs. And I really just value my background and my upbringing. My parents worked very hard to make sure that we had lots of opportunities to get involved and to get lots of hands-on experience. After I graduated high school, I transitioned to Lassen Community College for a couple of years and then on to Chico State. So yes, I am alumni and I have a deep passion for the College of Agriculture. I spent a lot of time as a student at the university farm, working at both the dairy and the beef units, in addition to doing a lot of undergrad research, a lot of socializing. I met my best friend Darby there, and also working with some amazing faculty and staff that were part of the College of Ag. After I graduated from Chico State with a degree in agriculture, I then moved to New Mexico State, which is in Las Cruces or South Central New Mexico. And here I completed both my master's and my PhD in beef cattle genetics and genomics, and I got to experience a whole new ecosystem. It was the first time I had ever lived in the high desert, and it was definitely a learning curve, and I grew to love the desert, but it took me about 3 years to get there. And when I completed my PhD, I was able to move home to California, but I came home with a really bad habit. I absolutely love roasted green chili, and it goes great on almost anything. So when I was able to come back to Chico State first as a lecturer and then as a tenure track faculty member, I really based my program around undergraduate research and mostly in livestock management systems, specifically with beef cattle. And my philosophy is if I cannot have undergrads involved in a research project, then I won't do it. So this is a deep, deep passion of mine. I really enjoy introducing the concept of research to undergrads and watching them be able to get their hands dirty and carry out their own project. I teach a variety of classes at Chico State, and so I love, and I try to make sure that all of them have a hands-on component. And so that's one value that we hold very high at Chico State and the College of Ag, is to make sure that our students have lots of practical hands-on knowledge. And so I really like to continue that by getting students involved in research projects that I'm involved with, or by traveling, which is a great passion of mine. And so I am in the advisor and the co-advisor of the Rangeland Management Club and the Young Cattlemen's Association, respectively. And so we get to do lots of traveling with these two clubs, but also with the two competitive teams that I coach, the Rangeland Management team and the Academic Quadrathlon team. And so our travels take us not only in the state of California, but also out of state. And so we get to be involved not only with competitions, but in scientific meetings and undergraduate research competitions as well. And so that's one of my biggest joys of being at Chico State, is just being able to travel with students and interact with them and introduce them to new people and places and avenues of research. When I'm not working, these three bubbly personalities get to greet me when I get home. So Macy is a 14-year-old Schnauzer Terrier cross. Roscoe, also known as Bubba, is a plethora of genetics. So he is a Schnauzer Corgi Shepherd mix, and he is so ugly only a mother could love him. And then Betsy is a Rat Terrier, and she was my mom's dog. We lost my mom in October of 2018 unexpectedly, and so Betsy came to live with us, and I'm still adjusting to her because she's not going to adjust to me. And when I'm not working or not traveling, then you can find me with my pride and joy, my niece and my nephews. So this is Grace, who is 6, Henry, who is 4, and Luke, who is almost 1. And I just love being Auntie Case, and we get to do lots of things together. We go up to the ranch and work cows together. We go to the ocean and vacation together, and we also just hang out together quite a bit as well. And so during especially the summer or the spring and the fall, you will find me at our family ranch in MacArthur. It's about 2.5 hours northeast of Chico. And we own and operate with my dad a small cow-calf operation, commercial cow-calf operation that mostly has Hereford and Angus genetics as a base. And so in the past, we've done quite a bit of artificial insemination work while our cows graze native, annual and perennial grasslands in the spring and the summer and fall respectively. And so the ranch is a very big part of our family value system. This is my sister Callie, who is a trooper, and she is a veterinarian outside of Reading, and she also is the veterinarian for our herd. And so she is amazing. She can pack a kid around and still castrate calves all at the same time. And so I have a lot of respect for my sister. And then I always get to pack the kids around as well, and we get to go do fun things at the ranch together too. And on the off chance that we'd get some free time, my dad and I really, really enjoy Giants baseball, and we try to make 1 to 2 games a year. And so I hope this gives you just a little bit of insight and introduction into myself and my background. And I look very forward to having you in my class. It's a privilege that you are enrolled in my class, and I look forward to getting to know you. So let's make it a great semester.